will be for Wisconsin?
Never. I never have, never will. We'll have to see how, how each day, how they proceed, how things go, so.
Coach, at right guard, Poco and Evan, what are you looking to see out of those guys?
Well, I just, that's going to be one of those things where really we have two quality guys, and I can't imagine that both guys won't play significant football, but in the same vein, the guy that's the starter will be, most ready to improve technically and most ready to improve, kind of competition here is when you struggle and you raise your level of play. And we're going to play against a very good defense in these 2 days. And so there will be competition, and we'll have to see who raises their level of play.
Plus, last year you had to rebuild the defense. That's where this year it's the opposite. Mostly, you got all the skill positions on offense. What did you learn from the process on defense last year that you can implement to help speed along, the offense?
What we're going to do in the back end of practice is we're going to call, what is an emphasis period. And the emphasis period is going to be viewed, we're not going to have contact. We're not going to have tackle football. But we are going to have competition, and the emphasis period is going to be viewed as close to game-like conditions as possible and do it routinely throughout every practice. And so that will kind of give those young guys that are getting snaps in game-like situations starting in the first practice, even though it's not with the pressure of contact, an opportunity to continue to improve and do so with a watchful eye.
Coach, how many freshmen do you anticipate in the first varsity practice right off the bat? Will it be more than usual, do you think?
Well, really, we're going to divide the practices, and we've done that specifically for snaps and teaching. So in other words, there'll be approximately a 2 deep in the morning practice, offense and defense, and approximately a 2 deep in the afternoon practice, offense and defense. And we'll take some of the best seconds, guys that are going to play significant football, and start them in the afternoon practice. And the starters in the morning practice certainly are the starters, with maybe an occasional freshman that would stay back to see the instruction and to get that style of instruction. And then in the same vein, with a quality second group in the afternoon practice, that newcomer, if you will be in a position where he's going to see it done correctly and then have the opportunity to emulate it. So we're looking not necessarily is it going to be how many freshmen are going to be with the varsity practice. It's where's the teaching best, and it's there's going to be a lot of snaps. I mean, with 2 practices, really 1 practice per group, certainly, but there'll be a lot of reps that to be taken.
Coach, how do you decide which quarterback works with which group?
It's one day the one quarterback will work with the morning group, and next day that guy will work with the afternoon group. We'll go back and forth for 2 practices because those first 4 practices will be helmet, shells, which will be shoulder pads. So give both guys an opportunity at a helmet practice and a shells practice with the first and or the second center.